And so, when I think about that last piece around philosophy, it's really incumbent on the founder, the salesperson, or the marketer to understand the pains and the barriers that your prospects are trying to overcome. You need to know what it is they want to be educated on. And most importantly, you have to know what is it specifically that they want to learn from you. And I think anyone that's in, especially B2B, if you're able to crack that nut and understand what is it that you can teach, what is it that your prospects can learn from you, that is what will allow you to actually start to build relationship in LinkedIn. And I think that's again what we have to remember what LinkedIn is. It's a social network. It's about
A
people. It's
business
about
social network, though.
yeah, but and
Um,
that's the beauty is it's a business social network and it's also a monopoly. Like
mm,
there are no other business social networks. LinkedIn is the place to be. And so I think
exactly.
by approaching it correctly, any B2B has the opportunity to really grow. But that's how I
Awesome.
think about it philosophically is being
Love it.
genuine, authentic, educational mindset, and then truly understanding what it is that your audience can learn from you. Then the
Perfect.
next layer down is actual audience building, right? I use Sales Navigator for virtually all the audiences I build. If my clients don't have Sales Navigator, I'll use it. But I would, you can use regular LinkedIn search if you don't have Sales Navigator. It's just you don't have the same amount of filters and you can't save your audiences. But you could still play around with, audiences using regular LinkedIn search. But again, I'm using Sales Navigator. Then there's a couple of ways that, as I've thought about audiences, how do you start identifying people that are maybe further down the purchase path? And so there's a couple of kind of growth hacks that I've identified. So one is LinkedIn events. So if one of your direct competitors or maybe an industry organization is putting on a LinkedIn event that has to do with a topic that your business solves for, if you go and attend that event, you can see everyone else is also attending that event. So you could actually start to build an audience of your prospects that are attending these events because they're publicly raising their hand and saying, this is who I am and I'm interested in this topic. And you could also then attend that event, see who those people are, and maybe, like for me, I would maybe attend an event and I'd look for, other founders or business coaches, whatever, that are maybe located in the Minneapolis area or in Minnesota or whatever, right? And I could start extracting out an audience of people to start connecting with because I know they're already thinking about the types of things that my business solves for.
Nice.
Another one would be identifying like a thought leader in your space. So there's a woman named Brenda does a great job on LinkedIn. She talks a lot about like your LinkedIn profile and like how you should be posting and all of that. Um, and so I reached out to connect with her. She connected back with me, and because her connections are open, I can go into like Sales Navigator or you can go into LinkedIn search and say, okay, I want to see everybody that's a first connection to Brenda but as a second or third degree connection to me because I
Mm,
know that they're most likely following her because they want to learn how to get better on LinkedIn and therefore they might be a candidate for Rainmaker. So
love it.
those are two ways of kind of building out an audience of people that might be further down the purchase path. One is events and the other would be other people that are thought leaders.
So
So
you gave us
yeah,
some really good tips on there. So
yeah.
let's kind of I like to make sure that if you're giving us all this great juicy information to kind of recapture it and give the audience a chance to finish writing too.